I am so happy to speak to you guys. I have a lot of questions. Kristen, I know that have done Scream, but I'm curious if after this you will do more scary movies.
I have no idea if the script is good and I think the experience will be fun, then yes, tech avail. But I personally like scary movies. I like curling up on the couch and watching a psychological thriller. I like true crime. I like true crime podcasts. And I'm not necessarily a morbid person, but I think it's because my brain can't really make sense of terrible decisions. And so I'm like, it's like watching a train crash or a car crash where you're like, what happened? How did it happen? I love scary stuff. So if the script is good, count me in.
I also really wanted to ask about the food. We see a lot of chicken casserole. We don't necessarily see it being eaten. Tom, were you able to try it at any point?
Yes. And there's the scene in the first episode where we're having dinner at Anna's house, and Samsara, who plays Emma, my daughter, ate, bowl upon bowl upon bowl of it. She could, in between takes, once we cut for the day, like she had it in her pockets for the ride home. Like she loved it. So, and it tasted good, but like Samsara loved it.
Well, and then we also see, Kristen, you're drinking like a lot of wine. I'm assuming it's grape juice, or were you like occasionally slipping in some like real stuff?
I didn't slip in anything real because I was already coming to work pretty drunk. So now it was grape juice the first day, and I put the kibosh on that right quick because I was just having a complete sugar crash after the first scene, and we switched to hibiscus tea, which is quite lovely. It's a little tangy and tart. And I had to pee all day, every day, but it was kind of a lovely thing to sip and stay hydrated.
I was wondering if you went like full method and just went for it, but hibiscus tea sounds lovely. And Michael, we've seen you in other types, of course you've been in your fair share of thrillers. What was it like to kind of switch and not necessarily be the one being like scared or hunted?
It was a lot of fun. I think this, the show is fun, and I think we set out to have fun, and I think we accomplished that. For me, it was nice to kind of poke fun in some of the things that I've already done with such vigor and integrity. You know what I mean? It was kind of nice to kind of poke fun at that. So, yeah, we had a blast.
For all of you, what was it like to was it weird to know that it was a thriller, but also a comedy? Like, Kristen, did that trip you up at all? Or was it fun to just like...
Every day it tripped me up because I think that the writers and our director kind of invented a tone here. We had nothing like this that I've seen had ever been done before, and I really wanted it to be funny. When you read it, it was funny, and when we were executing the scenes, it didn't necessarily feel funny, and the people behind the cameras were like, trust me, it's coming across hilarious. And I was like, but I'm trying to act really sincere, and they were like, it's so funny and stupid. And so I got insecure. And then I said, wait a minute, maybe I've been waiting my whole life to do this level of good, bad acting.
Well, and Tom, throughout the whole thing, like, none of us know what your character is really doing. Like, you're the most mysterious one of all. Did you have any idea of what was coming, or were you kept in the dark? Like, what was your method?
No, I knew how the season ended, and I knew where we were going, and I knew that as we got there, the show would mutate from this incredibly straight-faced first episode and begin to just push as episode goes up. Per episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it just gets stranger and stranger and more absurd, but still played utterly straight-faced. And I just knew that my job in the middle of it was to know where I was going and not necessarily let the audience in on that.
And did you feel any pressure as like the leading man, the one everybody was going to be fixated on, to like play up the sex appeal at all?
That's a question, isn't it? I don't know how. There's very little you can do to sort of play up the sexiness, apart from hope that the lighting and the makeup team are all on your side, and then keep your fingers crossed when it comes to watching it.